So one side of me is very much this energy, and the other side of me is very much this energy. And I'm not saying it's because I'm a Gemini, and I'm not saying it's because I have an identity crisis every single day. Most of the time I do look like this, but sometimes I want to look like this, and I'm severely lacking in that part of my wardrobe, especially in the accessories department. We take a look at my Pinterest board. I have been saving a lot of these really cute plushie backpacks. Okay, but tell me if I'm wrong. Like, the alt/e girls would be best friends with like the Hello Kitty scene girls of my time. And yes, I am that old. Like, the only like black or silver accessory that I have is this choker, and I've had this choker since the 4th grade. And I used to wear this choker so much that I got a tan on my neck. Have you guys ever had a choker tan? It was that intense. I like would shower with this. I never took it off. I was like the girl with the green ribbon. So my dilemma is that I kept thrifting plushies with every intention to use them and practice for this video, but like I just kept buying them, and then I'd look into their eyes and tell me that you'd be willing to cut up their backs and pull out their insides and sew them back together again. Tell me, what kind of monster? I just couldn't do it. So now I have so many plushies, and my boyfriend keeps asking me like, why you keep getting all these plushies? Where did these come from? And I'm just like, I don't know. And for some reason, I feel like when they are thrifted, I feel like they're more alive. I don't know. I feel like I give you a second chance, and I take you home and I cut you up. I don't want to.
It's just a toy.
If you weren't looking to thrift any plushies because you skeeve children for good reason, I would go to Build-A-Bear Workshop, because this gal, she's from Build-A-Bear. She's a Harajuku panda, but I find that the Build-A-Bears are the perfect size to fit like the zipper without being too cramped. And I don't know, like I've seen a lot of people do them with Care Bears, but it just doesn't seem like a lot of space to work with. And look at these curves he's got. But here are some examples of some Build-A-Bears. I actually might go and get one if this doesn't work out. I hope it works out, but if it doesn't work out, or if it works out really well, I might go back and get another one. Or you can go ahead and go to AliExpress or like Wish to get yourself a knockoff Sanrio character, which, I mean, if you end up with Hello Kitty. So yeah, I'm going to teach you guys how to turn your cute plushies into backpacks, hopefully repurposing them and giving them a new life in your wardrobe and in your life. So yeah, let's go. I haven't decided if this is an operating table or like a ritual altar, but I placed them on the altar, and now we're gonna rip out the sacrifices backstitch. As you can see in the background, we have some of our other patrons watching in horror and support, knowing that that could have been them. Okay, so I never had a Build-A-Bear before. I didn't have that kind of childhood where you would have like Build-A-Bear parties or whatever. But I have heard of people putting like somebody's last words or like their last messages into. I was just very afraid that this voice box was going to contain like a human voice like speaking their last words. But thankfully it was broken. Oh, I can't even tell you how freaked out I would be if like I heard somebody's dying, like old grandma. Also, could somebody tell me, is this heart supposed to make a noise? There's like batteries that's supposed to like make a heartbeat. Somebody help.
I love you.
Okay, but where would be a creepy place to put this voice box? Because I want to do something like that. So now we're going to make 4 holes in the plushie. Just big enough to fit your finger through, and that's where we're going to put the straps in. So just make sure that they're even and then cut a little slit. So this is the plan. We're going to put one of these rectangle strings into it, and then we're gonna put the straps onto it from there. So we're just gonna have to sew this into the bear itself. But before we do any sewing, let's just take a little bit with the rectangle ring inside of it. And I think this stuff is made out of like plastic, because when you burn it, it just melts. It's like a plastic rope, and I'm pretty sure I should not be breathing this, but here I am. So yeah, when you burn it a little bit, the ends melt together, so just kind of squish it to bond it, and look, it's all stable and the ring is secure inside of it. Yeah, sewing this is just as uncomfortable as it looks. I would definitely suggest removing as much fluff as you can in the beginning so that it makes it a little bit easier on you. Who does this remind you of? Okay, we have Miss Share Bear in the back giving her moral support while we give her brain surgery, just putting her brain back in, and then a little bit of heart surgery, giving this back to her. It's gonna end up right in her butt, but at least she has it again. And then we're gonna stuff the body, but not too much. Most of the stuffing is gonna focus in the head and the arms and the legs, so that there's actually room to put things inside. So we're just gonna find a zipper that matches the slit that we made, and you can make it bigger or smaller, however it fits your plushie or the zipper that you have. And then we're just gonna make a little pouch. So you just fold a piece of fabric over and stitch it on two sides, and there you go, it's a pouch. And then add the zipper onto it, and then just test it out, see if it works, see if it fits and looks good. So I'm gonna attach the pouch to the actual plushie itself, and this, I'm telling you, this is the hardest part. Just do your best, and whatever like spots you can't reach, just reinforce it with some hand sewing. As you can see, it's kind of messy. Zippers are not my favorite thing in the world, and you see that extra part there where the machine couldn't really get to? I just reinforced it with the hand sewing, and it looked just fine, nice and secure. And look, she zips right up. This is what we have so far. So yeah, she's cute, but just kind of plain. And Miss Harajuku, she is extra. She deserves better. So I went to one of the local alt stores and was distracted by all these gorgeous demonias. Oh, I would kill for one of these. Let the darkness in. The only problem is that the choker is in the way of the zipper. So you could definitely just cut off these parts and sew them for more permanent. This iron-on patch from Hot Topic, and I'm gonna put it right on her belly like that. Because she has really shaggy fur, I don't think I can iron this on like it's meant to be. I'm just afraid it's gonna singe her fur, so I'm not really sure if I should test it or not. I think I'm gonna test it. I hope I don't burn her. So the fur didn't end up burning, but you definitely have to press down and leave the iron on there for a pretty long time, or else it's gonna only stick to the loose fur, not the actual body. But I was dumb and I didn't put anything between the iron and the actual fabric. Are you supposed to do that? I don't know, but the black bled onto the white fur, so I'm just cutting off the pieces that got kind of dyed a little bit. I hope you had so much fun decorating your plushies. If you make one for yourself, tag me on Instagram so they can be friends. If you'd like to see any other tutorials from me, definitely let me know. Subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!